What's up, College Station? I'm Grace Hollowell, and today I'm joined by our Code Enforcement Supervisor, Tommy Shilling. Hi, Tommy.
Hi, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. I'm glad you're back. We are continuing the theme of moving back into College Station for our newer residents. School is starting soon, this week or next week, and we have a lot of new faces in town that may not know some of the rules that we have in place or why those rules are set. So we're here to talk about some common things to avoid, as well as some things that they should be doing.
Yes. So right now what code enforcement is seeing is a lot of accumulation of trash, of course, because everybody's moving in. They're unpacking their boxes and they're putting it out for bulk, or they're leaving it at their front of their door. So just to let you know, the City of College Station does bulk pickup, it does recycling and trash pickup. So just make sure you check your dates of when you need to put that stuff out. Another big one right now is weeds and grass. As you know, it's pretty hot, but we've had a lot of rain this summer unexpectedly, and that grass kind of shoots up pretty high. So just make sure that you're taking care of your trash, cutting your grass, and being good neighbors, of course.
Yes, and if you see something that you are not sure if it needs reported or needs called attention to, how do you go about reporting that?
Yes, a good reporting mechanism is See, Click, Fix. So it's an app on your phone. It's free, so you don't have to pay for it. You can download it. It has a GIS location of the address that you want to possibly report. It has the request category, so if it's weeds and grass, accumulation of trash, you can select that field. And then you can also be anonymous as well if you don't want your name out there. It goes to the code officer for that area and the other department as well.
Yes, it's very easy, but something to keep in mind is that it is not a social media app. It is strictly for what you see. It's not a place to air out your grievances.
Yes, that's true. Be nice.
Yes, be kind. It's free to be kind, and it's free to download the app.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, for sure.
And with it being back to school time, it is also the start of football season, and game days are coming back. I know that's our favorite time here in College Station, yep. But there are some tips there to remember if it's your first game day or if it's your 100th game day. It's always good to be reminded of these helpful tips.
Yes, absolutely. So our first game, the Aggie football game against the Fighting Irish, is on the 31st of August. So a lot of tailgating is in that south side area. Code enforcement will be out there to monitor that area because those roads are really narrow. So especially if you have a lot of traffic through those areas in those neighborhoods, it kind of makes it hard for people to get in and out of that neighborhood. And then also just make sure you're paying attention to prohibited signs, stop signs, don't park where you're not supposed to, because we will be towing vehicles. We'll be out there, I think, 3 hours before kickoff and an hour after kickoff. So just make sure you pay attention to those signs because we don't want to remove your vehicle.
Yes, and don't park in your yard.
Yes, and don't sell parking as well.
And don't sell parking,
yes.
And yes, I know that is always the south side. Sometimes our newer residents don't realize that it's not all students that live there. There are families, there are retirees. That's the wonderful thing about our community is it is so diverse.
Yes.
So keep in mind, if you lived there, you wouldn't want somebody parking and blocking your driveway.
That's correct. Or your mailbox, or parking in your yard as well.
Yes. And then we do have some tips to share today for our renters. We have a large renter population in our city, and if you kind of going along with See, Click, Fix, if there's something you notice about your rental property, you have some tips to share about that.
Yes, ma'am. So usually most people will sign leases prior to actually seeing these units, right? Or when they come on site to go move in, they're kind of starting to notice a lot of issues that's going on with their complex or their unit. So it could involve mold or any kind of other health-related issues. So a good reporting mechanism is See, Click, Fix. It's the interior rental inspection. You can go ahead and submit that request. It goes to the building official, the code enforcement officer for that area as well. And then we can make contact with management companies. Just make sure if you're noticing these things, follow the terms of your lease. Get a hold of your management company. Get a hold of the owner. Make sure that they know about it before you contact code enforcement, because we will be involved to see if we can get those issues remedied. So,
yes, and take pictures, document things.
Yes, for sure. And actually on SeeClickFix, you can take pictures. It's internal, so it'll go to, like I said, the building official and code enforcement officer for that area. So you can remain anonymous.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Tommy.
Thank you for having me.
And that's what's up.